Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel and to the next lore entry. In case you've missed it, I've started adding more content to the channel to keep uploads going, but I will always make sure to keep lore videos in the mix for those who tune into them. But I do encourage you to check out some of the other content you find on this channel. You can do that by subscribing to the channel and turning on post notifications so you know when a new video pops up. Also, leaving a like on the videos help. I am also returning to the streams on Fridays on this channel at 9 PM PST. I will be continuing Final Fantasy XII, but once I am finished, I will start delving onto other games. You are free to leave recommendations as always. Today, we will be exploring another location in the world of Spira. Compared to other Final Fantasy worlds represented in games and movies, Final Fantasy X, interestingly, does not have a massive variety of races. Despite that, the races that are represented in Spira do display significant roles throughout the event of the game. One of these races is the Guado, whose body structure resembled that of elves. While nothing was mentioned about any events that involved them in the game, considering they were mainly isolated in the world after the introduction of Yevon until just recently in Spira's timeline, they mostly remained in their dwellings in Guadosalam, which will be the main topic of today's lore video. So sit back, relax, and listen in as we go over the city of Guadosalam. Guadosalam is a location found within the central part of Spira. It is bordered by the Moonflow to the south and the Thunder Plains to the north. Most summoners embarking on their pilgrimage from the Jose Temple to Macalania Temple pass through Guadosalam. It is a series of underground caves with twisted roots and trees alongside the walls. There is a small network of roads that create 3 levels of this place. The most famous landmark found in Guadosalam is the Far Plain, where the souls of the dead pass on to Spira. The manor at the back of Guadosalam typically hosts the leader of the Guado. In the events of the game, the manor is inhabited by Seymour, who inherited it from Driscoll after his death, although Trommel is the one who mainly takes care of the manor whenever Seymour leaves the manor. It is far larger than the other residences in Guadosalam, as it is 2 stories with a long dining hall and a bedroom on the 2nd floor. If you play Final Fantasy X-2, the back of the dining hall serves as an entrance to a series of tunnels that contain more room. I don't normally cover anything not lore related when it comes to making these videos, but after reading the etymology of the name, it was very fascinating that I included it. The word Guado is Italian for the English ford, which in Old English refers to a shallow area of a river that can be crossed by foot or horseback. The word salam means peace in Arabic, and an Indonesian and Singaporean equivalent means to greet by shaking hands upon meeting. To put it together, Guadosalam translates to cross the shallow area in peace, which is fitting to match the purpose of the Far Plain and the place that contains the area. I thought it was an interesting fact to point out. Guadosalam remains to be one of the most peaceful areas in Spira, as no significant events happen here. We first see Guadosalam when the party passes through it on their pilgrimage. Here, Yuna goes to see Seymour to give her answer to marry him, and despite being greeted by Seymour in the manor, he abruptly leaves to Macalania Temple. Apart from this visit and the visit to the Far Plain, where we see the deceased loved ones of some of the party members, nothing else happens in Guadosalam. However, in the events of Final Fantasy X-2, when the Guado are driven out of their homes due to Ronto retaliations from the actions of Seymour, Guadosalam is taken over by LeBlanc and her syndicate, changing the landscape of the city in the events of the sequel. The Far Plain remains largely untouched due to respect for the passing of the dead and allowing the cycle of life to continue. Understandably, the lore video for this location is rather short considering its uneventful state during the events of the games, and it will pale in comparison to the Far Plain and the Guado when we eventually get around to them. Regardless, there is nothing wrong with it. In a world full of chaos, corruption, and destruction, you should have relatively peaceful places, right? As always, if you enjoyed this little short video on a Sunday morning, please leave a like and comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more related content. I will be diversing a little bit on the channel as I explore different ideas for videos, so hopefully you tune in and enjoy. Other than that, this is Enzo signing out, and that, as they say, is that.